Welcome to day 591 of our Web3 journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother Brian, and we have a very special guest with us today. You know him as Sean Slater on DeSo. How's it going, Sean?
Really well,
Sean.
guys. Really happy to be here.
It's awesome to have you on our show. Remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They're an investor in DesoFi. So, Sean, you're working on DesoShopping with Slava, right? With
Yep.
Slava, and you're actually moving it to a DAO, and you're doing some really cool things with NFTs. We're going to get to you in just a little bit after we cover some of the news on the DeSo blockchain.
Let's get into it.
So this morning, Nader made a post, and it was a short post. It just read, going to be a pretty fun week on DeSo. So apparently something's happening on DeSo this week. Not sure what. Any speculation, guys?
I don't know. I think we're probably going to see the announcement of the COO. They were hired last week. I'm guessing they started on November 1st. So I'm guessing that's going to be one of the announcements. But judging by his post, I'm thinking that it's going to be more than just that. But we'll see. You have any ideas, Sean?
I saw that post and I was wondering myself what it'll be. The CIO is the obvious one. There was a brief node outage yesterday where I think they pushed an update to the main node, and generally that forecast that something's coming. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we also saw Diamond, I think it was a few days ago, say that they have some new updates coming. So maybe something's coming with Diamond, maybe, COO, I assume that's probably going to happen this week, the announcement of that. But what did I wait and see? It sounds like something fun's going to happen though.
Yeah. I saw some other conversations with Nader, and people were pointing out that DeSoFi could be a great onboarding tool for all these people leaving Twitter. So if you don't know, a lot of people are mad at Elon Musk for various reasons. They're leaving Twitter. Some are going to Mastodon. Others are going to other platforms. I think it's a great opportunity for DeSo to take advantage of. And I think they want to kind of they're trying to push DeSoFi and Rabal to put out an update that will kind of streamline onboarding. And Rabal has done that supposedly, and that's probably coming pretty soon as well.
Yeah, that's exciting. I think we do need that mobile app that can bring people on, because what percentage of Twitter users are mobile users? I'm guessing a vast majority of them.
Right.
So the DeSo Labs Crypto Winter Hackathon, we talked a lot about this. Today is actually the last day to sign up for it. Yesterday, we said yesterday was, but it's actually today. We got the dates a little confused. But Randir made a really interesting post outlining some of his favorite apps that are being built in this hackathon. And I'll just touch on some of them. For content discovery, there's a hashtag helper that's being built by Free Trade. And this is going to actually auto-generate hashtags for content, which is a really unique idea, I think, and something that I think could kind of get hashtags rolling, get the hashtag ball rolling on the DeSo blockchain. Also Circle It by Mr. Preet, we've talked at length about this in the past. It's an online sub-communities app, something similar to Reddit. We'll see more about that later. The Next Killer app by Brutal. No details there. Should be interesting to see what Brutal's working on. We know he's already doing Gem Story, and Gem Story is an awesome app. Communities / Sahara / Squarts. This is actually an app by Randir along with David J. Ryder and Sami Layuni. It's yet to be named, but they're playing with the name Sahara and Squarts. Should be interesting to see what that is. I like the theme of all these communities being built on DeSo. I love that. Stockler is also a community node for better discovery. Discovery is huge on DeSo. I think we need something that can help people discover what they're looking for. Get away from all the crypto talk if you want, and talk about photography, talk about politics, talk about sports. I think that's something that needs to happen. For content quality, Daily, DA1LY by Scott Sense is something that's coming. And also, It's Likely News by Sean Slater.
Who's that?
What
Who's
is
Sean
that,
Slater?
Sean?
The idea is that it's a newspaper. So it's a half-formed idea. I've had the domain name for a long time and I've never done anything with it. And I just thought this is the perfect time to do it. So the idea is that you can, post or use a blog post to be a news article, and then curate those into topics and categories that people can read and tip the authors from.
Very cool. I like that. And he mentioned some others as well. WP DeSo by Nigels, Surf Swap by Kuririn, And additionally, Anku's working on Waverly, which is an extension to post and mint NFTs. Jim Toth is working on Deso Arweave bundles. I'm not sure exactly what that means, bundles, but that's interesting to think about. And Cryptidiot is working on Pizzo Bitness. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pizzo
Bitness.
A scavenger hunt. So a lot of exciting stuff coming from that Deso hackathon.
Yeah,
There's so much cool stuff. It's going to be really cool for this month as it all gets built and then released. And some of it will be half baked, some of it will be fully baked, and some of it's a bit of fun. But there's going to be just a bunch of new things to play with at the end of the month. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, hopefully, like at least a couple of these really develops outside of this hackathon. Maybe they can raise some capital and really move things forward. But we'll see. It's great to have you involved in this as well, Sean. I didn't even realize you were until this morning. You mentioned Circle It, Ed. What's new about them? And it's
well, so it's Mr. Preet. They actually released a screen rendering of the app. I'm not sure how complete that rendering is. I'm sure there's probably gonna be changes, but it looks good, and I'm excited to see what they build. Because I know it's Aditya and Mr. Preet are both very talented developers who have the potential to do something big on this platform and who have already done things big.
Yeah, and then there's Scandiso, which is looking to build a user-friendly app to for easy and convenient access to information from the blockchain on Deso by username. So it's kind of going to be like Etherscan, but you're going to be able to search for a username and get all the information based on that username, it appears.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're part of the hackathon or not. They said they wanted to join. I don't know who's behind this either. This account kind of just popped up. So for all we know, it could just be a scam account. And I'm sorry, I'm not implying it is. It's just a brand new account with very little information other than a post or two. So something you keep an eye on. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Photographer's Corner has a photography contest. We talked about that last week, I believe. So far, there's 21 contestants that have participated and submitted their photos. Now they're asking all 965 members of Photographer's Corner to start voting. They need more judges to vote. They want you to send your top 3 photos to Photographer's Corner via DM so they can declare the winner. And I think, we need to. There's so many great photographers on Deso, and it's always nice to follow these contests to see who has the best photograph in the competition.
Yeah, I love what they're doing. I love these competitions. It creates engagement within the community. Talking about community, DeSocial World, of course, are featuring 50 different creators from 50 different countries. And this morning, they announced another one, and it was Dr. Rob, who is actually from Canada. He's a 10th of the 50 people that they're going to kind of feature in this drive to showcase some creators around the world. And he's been on Deso for 516 days. He's always just so positive. He's always creating songs about everything. He created one for our birthday. That was great. I love that we played it on our show. But here, just listen to what he had to say.
Hi, this is Dr. Rob here reporting live from Toronto, Canada. I'd just like to say hello to everybody. Hopefully no trucks will be coming by or any skeletons, right? But I've been on Deso for 510 odd days. It's been so much fun, and it's a great, amazing community. We'd also like to thank DeSocial World. Ed, you're the man. You're really pioneering this whole platform of Deso, just fantastically. I just love the aspect of putting DeSocial World on the map.
So, what else is going on? A new NFT collection?
Yeah, well, not a new collection. There's a collaboration taking place between Swaps and D Whales. They have that NFT that has started. At 7 a.m. this morning, it launched about 2 hours ago. And it's going to run for 32 hours on nftz.me as a timed auction. You can check it out. Go to swaps.nftz.me. There's a link to more details above this video on Deso, below it on YouTube. But I love what they're doing, both OG NFT collections on Deso combining for a special project.
Yeah, I'd love that.
And as many of you know, nftz.me is the only place where you can post and view live timed Deso auctions for NFTs. Just go to nftz.me/auction and you see all of the auctions that are ending soon. I'm just going to highlight a few that are ending in the next 24 hours. Deso OG Ericos has more of his photography NFTs up for auction. Some really cool ones. I saw a really neat car photograph that he took. Several of them, they end before noon today. So if you want to get in on that, check them before noon Eastern time today. Hack and AI has some cool AI artwork that's ending around 11 a.m. And what I love about his stuff is that he prices them at super affordable, 0.07 DSO. So that's like about $1, I guess, maybe even a little less. One Word AI art, more AI art, has another NFT up for auction that's ending at 11 a.m. today as well. And season 1 Volpe number 34 by DFOC ends today at 4:30 Eastern time. And finally, there's a Bulby NFT. If you haven't been following that series, there's another one that's ending at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time today. Minimum bid's just 0.1 DSO, so like $1.30 or so. Check it out, nftz.me/auctions.
Yeah, and the top NFT bidders over the last 24 hours, thanks to NFTZ. These people bid on the most NFTs on the Deso blockchain last day. Ambitious Lynch, Dead Metal, J.R. Smith 18, Vince Elt, Dr. Rob, who we spoke about earlier, Jag Binder, Leo J, Pipaloo, Gilo, and Don Pasquale. And the top Diamond creators over the last 24 hours, thanks to our friends at Altum Base. These people received the most diamonds or tips on their posts and replies on the Deso blockchain last day. Money Goo, NFT Hunter, Ape Moan, Pump Men, M. Bawage, Novel Boss, Weebos, Shady Acres, Clout Women Unite, and Boops Boutique.
Yeah, some new accounts up there, I see. So that's always good, right? So let's get you Sean Slater.
Yeah, so Sean, what are you doing with DesoShopping? I'm really excited that you're launching a DAO. Tell us what you're doing, how things have progressed over the last year, and what the future holds for DesoShopping.
Sure. Thanks for having me to chat about this too. I was like, when I got the invitation, I was like, oh, I'm going to get to chat to the chaps. So thanks for having me on. Yeah, DesoShopping started, Slava and I started about 12 months ago, give or take to the month. And it was basically because we wanted to have some merchandise ourselves. So, you know, Slava originally got a beanie and I got a t-shirt, and we just like, well, we might as well put this up as a shop because I think others will want to do it. And then over the next few months, people did want to do it. And then we did some merchandise for Core for a couple of their hackathons that they run, and we continued just to pump those orders through. And we're like, all right, well, this is actually something. And we added more products when DAO came. We did some DAO merch, which was quite popular as well. And then in the last few months, Slava wanted to do some community merchandise. So we had Shady Acres and Swaffs join, and we've got them listed on the site now as just some sort of random community merchandise. And then we was chatting to him and he's like, what are we going to do after 12 months? And I was like, well, let's expand the community side of it. So what we're doing is we're throwing the doors open to any project that wants to do it, NFTZ if they want to. Well, you know, we'll do community merch for anyone. And the idea is that we'll invite people to join the DAO so they can share in the profits. You know, and that was really the motivation for starting it off. And so what we've done, using the profits from the first year, we've prepaid the Shopify store for 3 years. We've prepaid the business registration for 3 years, and we've prepaid the domain name for 3 years. So that makes it no operational cost for the next 3 years. So everything we sell has profit. And so there's no chance that this in 2 months' time will be like, well, we didn't sell anything, we're closing the shop. It's all paid through till October 2025. So plenty of time for us to build that community, get people involved, and start, sort of building it out from there. The community stuff, I think, has got a huge potential.
Yeah, so tell us about the DAO. Like, is it launched? Can people buy DAO coins yet? What are this, what are the benefits to owning a DAO coin? Are you sharing how much of the profit are you sharing in, and what other benefits could you get?
Yeah. So we launched the DAO on the 1st of November. It'll close on the 1st of December. So just a 1 month period there. We are raising in DeSo dollars, which has been a bit of a learning curve because it's forced people to convert from DeSo. And it was something that we probably weren't aware that the mechanics of how that would work. But we're raising that money at this stage to have a treasury. So we've got a balance there. So when orders come in, they can process automatically. That treasury will stay part of the DAO. Moving forward, we're going to, all of 50% of the profits, the outright profits, go to the DAO members. And we're going to do a distribution. I've been playing with an automatic distribution, and it'll probably be, we thought about monthly at the start, but I've actually sort of chat with Slater and said, we can do this weekly. Like there's no administration time involved to have this to execute. And what better way of getting, profits out 52 times a year as opposed to 12. So we figure we'll do it weekly. We'll keep those going. And so everything's standalone. It's got its own bank account, its own Coinbase account, so it can buy the DeSo and bring it into the wallet. And the idea with the community itself is that we'll do proposals. We'll offer up designs. Like really, to build the community side of it, we're going to turn to the community and say, well, what do you want to do here? Let's get as much involvement as people want, and then sort of build from there. So the idea is, here's the platform we've built, but we're really open to building what the community wants from here.
Yeah, I love that. And you said that you're going to work with NFTs and try and I see you're already doing it. I see you on the website, you have swaps up there and some other collections that selling merchandise based on their NFTs. But what else are you going to be doing with NFTs?
So NFTs are a threefold sort of plan here. So what we've done with the Swaffs and Shady Acres sort of branded merchandise. So that's really any project can come to us and say, hey, I'd like to get some merchandise on your shop. Here's my logo. Here's a generic design. And we'll put something up that stays there all the time. So that makes it easy. The second part of it is potentially projects that want to sell us an NFT. So DesoShopping will own that NFT. We'll put that up in the shop as a permanent item. So that's just there all the time, and we might collect those. And those are the kinds of things that go to the community for a vote. To be like, hey, do we want to bid on this? Spookies, old school spookies, and put that on a T-shirt or something like that. And so that's the second sort of page on it. And so this is a bit of alpha because this has only really sort of been discussed and locked in the last sort of week and a half since we kicked this off. But we want to allow people to print their own NFTs, and this is going to be cool if it all works out how we hope it is. Because ideally, you'll be able to log in with your DeSo account. You'll see all of the NFTs that you own. You'll see the products that match them, because obviously some of them will be rectangle, some will be square. Pick resolutions, make sure it's going to work on the product, and then put them on products and allow the owner to buy them only. So the NFT, say you buy something that's a nice high res print, you can put that on the wall, and that'll be the print of your NFT, or a cup or a T-shirt or whatever it might be. So that's something we're going to look at over the next sort of month and try and get ready for 2023.
Very cool. I love that. And so is the DAO going to get voting rights? How's that going to work with the DAO?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna do that. We were curious about, because we weren't quite sure what the reaction would be, to be honest. So what we did, we converted our existing creator coin owners over, and we put it to 100%. We minted as many coins to give 1,000 per one, and we've been handing those out. There's still a handful of people there that we've got, but we've got those DAO coins pre-minted to transfer just for those people. And voting rights will be similar to any other DAO. I had a bit of experience doing my sock votes on my personal DAO, so I know the mechanics of it. So we're going to put it up for votes and sort of start that conversation. But certainly what I am looking forward to is some extra DAO features when they come, like group chats, and that private group chatting will be really helpful, because then we'll be able to sort of chat as a group to say this is what we want to do. Whereas at the moment, well, that's a little bit, it's not quite there. But as those features get released, we'll bring them straight into the community and go from there. So really the next thing, the reaction one has been amazing. we've got more than enough treasury there to do, but we are welcoming anyone to join. It'll close on December 1st, and then we'll start chatting and then start executing in the new year.
I love that. Yeah. So before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Anything we missed about your future, about DesoShopping?
No, I think that really covers it off. It's the idea is that we're going to hand this over to the community. The profit share is to allow us to build things and to manage it and do support. We have done support for, oh, my order hasn't arrived yet. Oh, check your address, and all of that admin stuff will be handled. So that's the profit share. But we are going to launch just a special DAO website, and it's actually online now, a very basic version of it, but it'll hold the treasury, the members, and the information about the DAO in a centralized place that will expand over time. And that website address is dao.deso.shopping. So you can look that up now. It'll show you the same information that's on the DAO page, all of the members, their percentage of ownership, and then the treasury features, which will roll out once the DAO closes. So, it's really, we'll develop it over the next month, but any feedback's welcome. We're making lots of posts on it. So if anyone's got any ideas or feedback, just jump on one of the posts that we're making, and we'll definitely have a look at it.
Yeah, I'm checking the site out. It's really cool looking. I love how you have the finances and the members all there, as well as the about section. So yeah, very cool.
Really well thought out. I feel you guys really thought this one out. So I think that if somebody wants to like dabble with a DAO, this is like a great opportunity to just like try something out and see how like the revenue share works and the voting rights. I think it's a great example.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to make sure, you guys made a post the other day that, DAOs can be scary and for the reasons of that, because you just don't know. But I hope, both Slava and myself have been around the community for a year. We've done this for a year. We've been very upfront that we've paid a 3-year runway on this thing. Like, we're not going anywhere. So it's a really good opportunity to be involved, but also if you're a creative, because what we want to do is get creatives involved. So if you, can come in and do some designs, some crypto or meme type designs, you're more than welcome, and come in and sort of create and profit share. And the cool thing is that profits come back into the group as a group community. So it's really exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Calling Illuminati and Hunt Sauce. Get some memes going for DesoShopping. That would be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks again, Sean. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and your knowledge of the DeSo space and the information you provided on DesoShopping is awesome. So thanks again. And I'm sure we could have you on again, maybe once the DAO is like in full-fledged mode and you want to talk about some of the new products you have.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to come back. And like I said, thanks for the invite, guys. That was cool to get a note to say, hey, would you like to come on? I was like, yeah, I'm there. It's like 1 a.m. here on a Tuesday morning. I got to wear work.
You're in Australia, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, 1 a.m., but bed will call shortly. But yeah, it's been great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, have a good night, I guess. We're just waking up. You have a good night. Thanks everybody for watching. Check out the list of all the DeSo related events at the end of this show. Miss Katie Ann provides them to us every day, and she does a great job in doing so. A lot of stuff going on today. Talk to everybody tomorrow.
Thanks again, Sean.
Cheers.